Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. On कर दूं? Okay. सर्वाश्चर्यमयं हि चिन्मात्रं देहश्चिन्मात्रमेव हि लिंगं च कारणं चैव चिन्मात्रान्न हि विद्यते त्वम् अहं चैव चिन्मात्रं मूर्ता मूर्तादि चिन्मयं पुण्यं पापं च चिन्मात्रं जीवश्चिन्मात्र विग्रहः. When we reach the absolute standpoint, all other things gets cancelled. Like, from our standpoint, there are differences. Like, there are rivers, there are lakes, there are clouds, icebergs, there are waves, oceans. But from the standpoint of the water, none of them have any existence. Exactly the same way. When we are migrating from the periphery to the center of our being, the perceptions and interactions start changing. Presently, we are at the periphery of our personality, and the periphery includes mainly two things: the possessions of things and the relations with beings. These are the two things. And as a result, we are all the time at the circumference of our personality. And when you are sitting in a giant wheel and when it moves, the effect is too much. But if we migrate toward the hub, then all the problems slowly dissolve. Exactly the same way, we all know this and we all do this. When we go to sleep, this is what we do. Sleep is a process by which we migrate from the periphery to the center. And having come to the center, all that is happening in the periphery has no meaning and no impact on us. To achieve this, this is the practice told here. Sarvascharyamayam hi chinmatram dehas chinmatrameva hi lingam cha karanam jaiva chinmatran nahi vidyate. Everything is wonder of wonders. This word wonder, ascharya, is used in Bhagavad Gita as well as in Upanishad. Both the places it is said, Ascharyavat pashyati kashchidenam ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyaha ascharyavat chainam anya shrunoti shrutva penam vina veda kaschit. Ascharya means what? Ascharya means that which is experience and does not fall in the matrix of cause and effect. In today's language, if you have to say, Ascharya means what? Wow. See? Because we never expected, but it happened. Similarly, this truth is such where everything appears but nothing is. And therefore, everything is only the Chinmatram Evahi, so Ascharya. Then, what is that? We have got three bodies. One is the gross body where we are all sitting. The second is the subtle body where all the experiences happen. And the third is the causal body where the ignorance about our identity is the predominant experience. So these are the three. And all of them are nothing but the same Chinmatra, the conscious blissful existence. Now let us try to understand what exactly is meant. See, first of all, none of us ever experience our absence. Absence is also experienced as existence. there is nothing. So the nothingness is also experienced as existence. So this is one step. The second one is experience cannot happen without sentiency or the consciousness. So what are the two things therefore? The two things are the conscious existence. Now as regards conscious existence is concerned, none of us have any doubt. Now the problem comes. When we recognize ourselves to be conscious existence, with reference to the body, the samsara begins. If we drop the reference point, then there is no relative thinking. And then we come to discover this truth that sarvam chinmatramevahi, everything is the conscious blissful existence. And for that, we have to practice this bhavana. And what is the bhavana? Today our bhavana is I am body, and then I am man, I am woman, I am American, I am Indian. This is nothing but bhavana. Today when I went to ISKCON, I saw one father brought his small daughter and he pulled her and made her climb one or two steps, and at the feet of that Mahatmaji, he asked her to put her head. Now slowly, the child is initiated to this type of lifestyle when we go to the temple. And then it becomes our second nature. If you see the South Indians, when they do namaskar, they do Sashtanga Dandavat. Danda means a post. When a post falls, it doesn't fall by bending here and there, it straight away falls. So Sashtanga Dandavat is taught to the kids in the southern area, and slowly, that becomes their bhavana. So they cannot imagine doing namaskar without the Sashtanga Dandavat. Then you come to Maharashtra. Maharashtrians do two types of namaskar. Ladies is different, gents is different. Ladies namaskar is kaddu kat namaskar. They will be taking the chakku in the two palms and tuck, so the kaddu is cut. This is the kaddu kat namaskar done by the Maharashtrian ladies. And gents, they never do namaskar to the Mahatma. They do themselves. They bend down and touch their own feet and get up. Now, a child or a person who is brought up in that particular type of training right from childhood, he will have only that as the only right thing. See? The other day, there was one Maharashtrian, we were in Delhi, and we were taking food. Now, Delhi, the food serving is, they will give you a plate, and everything is put one above the other. So rice is there, then dal, then sabji, and then papad, and then achar. And these Maharashtrians have got a very strict thing. On the left side, at 11 o'clock, there should be salt. At 12 o'clock, there should be this thing. At 13, 14, like that. So they have got a very strict rule about it. And Punjabis are simple, happy-go-lucky, put everything. Instead of mixing inside the stomach, they mix it outside. And this old man who was with me, he became so disturbed. Swamiji, what they are doing? I said, this is the way. If you want to eat, eat or get out. There is no way out. So, we have by this practice started accepting ourselves to be the body. And slowly, it has become so firm. And now be attentive. I am body is not the problem. Only this body I am, other bodies I am not. From here the problem begins. This is called as the causal body or the ajnana or the incomplete knowledge. I am body is never a problem. This incompleteness in the knowledge creates the samsara. So this Karan Sharira is incompleteness in knowledge. And this is what happens. We all suffer only because of incomplete. We hear, oh, there was a big accident. Acha, then what happened? But where? In my dream. Then relax. So this incompleteness knowledge results into agitations, that is the subtle body, and the subtle body makes the gross body activated, that is the gross body. All of them are nothing but the same chinmatra. This is one way of looking at it. Now another way, yesterday probably I told you, on this particular principle, little bit uh, awareness is necessary. None of the objects have their existence without reference to the respective sense organs. This is a rule. You have no option for that. So, the sounds are existing only in the hearing ability. The colors and forms are existing only in the vision. So, the whole world is nowhere except in our sense organs. Now, to accept it and practice it, what is to be done? So, the technique is simply observe that when the eyes are seeing the colors and forms, are they influenced by them? No. So why they are not influenced? Because effects cannot influence the cause. Waves cannot influence the ocean. Ocean cannot influence the water. How simple it is. Not very difficult. If this is true, and if the sounds or the colors and forms or the smells, if they are influencing us, that means what? We are under the influence of ignorance. This is all the spiritual practice. So we remain in this awareness that all the perceptions of the world have no freedom to influence on us. We are not doing anything. So, presence or absence of objects have no influence on the sense organs. Functioning or non-functioning of the sense organs have no impact on the mind. Unfolding or the enfolding of the mind has no impact on the chetana, the sentiency, the life principle. Manifestation or no manifestation of the life principle as mind and buddhi, intellect, has no impact on the pure conscious existence. Therefore, when we learn this, and practice therefore will be that we do not get disturbed because of anything or anybody in this world. This verse which I have been telling again and again, this is one of the most favorite verse I have from Bhagavad Gita. Only two things consciously work on. Shitoshna sukhadukheshu jitatmanaha. Whatever may be coming to us in the form of experiences, jitatmanaha, our attention is on the equanimity of the mind. And whether people respect us or disrespect, we are neither elated nor dejected. In short, the impact is observed on the quality of the mind before, during, and after the experience. This is the basic principle of spiritual life. And when we thus transcend the objects, the sense organs, the mind, the intellect, and every experience of our life, then we will understand and experience the meaning of lingam cha karanam chaiva chinmatrat nahi vidyate. Other than this pure conscious principle, there is nothing else. Therefore, we have to learn to only act in life, not to react. Whenever we react, we take anything as real. If I imagine this way, this was asked to me by one old man many years before, the time I was young. And that man asked me, "You are talking on Gita, do you think people will change because of your talks?" I said, "No, they will not change." "Then why are you talking?" I said, "Papi pet ke liye. Who will give me food? If I have the ability to remain without food and water, I will stop giving talks. Papi pet ke liye." "No, no, but don't you feel bad?" I said, "Why should I feel bad? Because I don't listen to anybody. Why should anybody listen to me?" And why I don't listen to anybody? Because I am a victim of my own mind. Similarly, everybody is a victim of their own mind. What is the net result? Two victims try to help each other and become victimized. See? Like a thief is trying to help the police, or the police is trying to help the thief. Therefore, this has to be consciously practiced, that when we are living in this world, be aware that we are not reacting. And I told you long time back, this is the spiritual practice which was initiated in me by a great master without telling me that, only through demonstration. Yadyad acharati sreshtaha tatta deve taro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanu vartate. In third chapter, Bhagavan says, Yadyad sreshtaha acharati, whatever is demonstrated through life by the great people, that alone is followed by those who are their followers. So, this great master, I saw him and knew about him in his whole life. Not even once he has lost his temper. That was enough. What will you do by seeing God? Remove that wrong notion, God realization. God cannot be realized. We can allow Him to manifest through us. And He can manifest through us only if we are a right kind of fit instrument. See? Like the mic is between you and me. How long it will remain here? As long as it is the right instrument. When this mic will start making its own noise, it will be thrown away. The mic has no purpose. Purpose is the one who is using it. Exactly the same way. Our life has no purpose. Purpose Lord has. So all our spiritual practices, we should remain as a fit instrument. And a fit instrument is that which is perfect and which is available and which doesn't react. This is the way that we will be able to experience the meaning of this mantra. Sarvascharyamayam chinmatram deha chinmatram evacha lingam cha karanam chaiva chinmatran nahi vidyate. Then aham tvam chaiva chinmatram murta murtadi chinmayam. Now this is the second step. In the second step, the most important thing that must happen is, it is not that I am alone divine. Aham tvam cha. Other than divinity, there is nothing in this world. This is the goal. Therefore, in Tattvamasi Mahavakya, by the analysis of the Tvam Pada, we discover the divinity that we are, and by the Tat Pada Shodhanam, we are suspecting divinity in and through everything and being. then only our spiritual practice is perfected. Otherwise, we become realized and the world is bad. We become the guru and the world is disciple. No way. There is none other than the reality. Therefore, aham tvam chaiva chinmatram murta murtadi chinmayam. Murta is the form or the effects. Amurta is the formless or the cause. The cause and effect, they are superimposed on the reality. Like ocean the cause and wave the effect is superimposed on the water. Both the places is the water alone. But because we are lost in this cause and effect thinking process, therefore everywhere we see the cause and effect. Friends, one of the simple technique is this. Don't get lost in why, because the sky is too high. Suppose when you are coming sometime, there is a traffic jam on the road. Now don't waste your time. Why there is traffic jam? See, you are in Jamnagar. They may call it Mumbai, but it's a Jamnagar. But if we don't understand, then we start reacting. And then we start discussing. And we start giving suggestions to nobody. Who listens to you? I think they should do this way. They should reduce the number of cars. They should not allow. See, in Singapore, what happens, how they are controlling. They should bring them. To whom are you talking? The other day I was coming by car, somebody was sitting, he was talking. After his provision was over, I said, to whom did he give this provision? I did not hear to you. The driver doesn't understand English. To whom are you talking? Everywhere reaction. It is like this. It's not a mechanical thing we have to do, but understand what will happen. Have we ever asked why the fire is hot? We never ask. We accept it. Fire is hot. Thereafter we decide how to interact with the fire. In the same manner, don't ask, why my husband is so angry? See? You are the cause. How I am the cause? He was a man. You made him a husband. That lady became so angry with me. One husband and wife, they came home. It was dark. So the wife said, hold the torch. The husband told to the wife, hold the torch. I'll open the door. Wife said, no, I'll open. Okay, you open. So the torch was exchanged. Now husband is holding the torch and the wife is trying to open. And she could not. Then finally, okay, you open now. Let me see. So then she showed the torch and he opened in a fraction of a second. Understand? This is how the torch is shown. So, who is responsible? Friends, ladies are never wrong. Therefore, murtadi chinmayam, cause and effect, get out of it. ये ऐसा ही है. And once we know this, when it is like this, then we will decide how to interact. See? The world is like this. Okay, then now you decide how to interact with. By reacting to something or somebody, is it going to be benefited? No. When we react, we are disturbed. The other person is not disturbed. See? Suppose, imagination, suppose I hate somebody. It's just example. Now that person doesn't know I hate. So that person will come and say, Swamiji, how are you? And inside I am boiling. Oh God, aa gaya, subah subah. And he will come, Swamiji, okay, if you are busy, I will come afterwards. Arre Ram, Ram, Ram. A person who is carrying the wrong thoughts about anybody, that anybody is not disturbed. The person who is carrying is disturbed. Therefore, cause and effect has no meaning. Go beyond it. This is like this. When this is not understood, then unwanted questions come. Why God has created this world? Look here, I have not created. Don't ask. No, but they say God has created. Then they also say you are a fool. Do you agree? They say so many things. This is all rubbish. And this happens only because we have developed a habit of asking questions. And normally what happens? Mahatma log, they encourage. They'll be sitting and then all the devotees will be sitting around and then, हाँ, क्या पूछना है? Nothing to ask. Nothing to ask. Now this Mahatma is blank. Now what to do? See? Nothing to ask in this world. This world has always been like this. Then, punyam cha papam cha chinmatram. This is another thing. Punya papa is possible only if you have the sense of doership. If you study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan clearly washes his hands. Na datte kasyachit papam na datte kasyachit sukrutam. I am neither interested in your merits, nor I am interested in your sins. You suffer. But we are told, no, if you do this thing, you'll go to heaven and hell. Karma can happen only if there is a sense of doership. And when the doership is rejected, then we come to know, like the digestion goes on, the breathing goes on. When we have got asthma, it is not a sin. When we have got a diarrhea, it is not a merit. This is happening. We are not done anything. Exactly the same way. Let the things happen. Sin and merit are our own creation. Like during the Quit India movement, when the people used to destroy the property or they used to follow Satyagraha, Mahatma Gandhi's technique, that time it was considered as a Desha Bhakti, patriotism. When the same thing is done now, it is considered as it is a bad act. Therefore, the more we become aware of these things, then punyam papam chinmatram jivas chinmatra vigraha. And now this is the limit of it. Jivaha chinmatra vigraha. Consciousness alone is playing the role of jiva. This topic is very beautifully brought out in Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter. Mamayamsho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha मनश्ष्टानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयान् उपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढा नानुपश्यन्ति. The meaning of this can never be understood by the dull-witted fools. Moodha means fools. Vimudha means those who have got doctorate in foolishness. Vimudha nanu pashyanti. Pashyanti jnana chakshusha. Now what is that? What we don't understand. And what is that? What is understood by the wise people? This is the inquiry. See? So when Bhagavan says, Mama eva amshaha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Now who is Bhagavan? He is infinite. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Here Bhagavan Krishna is not talking as the Devaki Nandana. He is not talking as the Yashoda Nandana. He is not talking as the Gopika Pranavallava. He is not talking as anybody. See, and this is what is the most important thing to understand. But we get lost. Bhagavan Krishna has told. Bhagavan can be anybody. Rama is Bhagavan, Krishna is Bhagavan, Shiva is Bhagavan. And I told you last time, even there was a cinema actor Bhagavan. Those who know the old films, Bhagavan used to be there. So when Bhagavan is saying, Mama eva amshaha, so who is this Bhagavan, Mama? He is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. He is the infinite blissful consciousness, conscious existence. Now, infinite cannot have fractions. Simple rule. Infinite multiplied divided by anything continues to be the same. You cannot make fractions of infinite. Of course, we can imagine. So all fractions are only imaginations. They are not real. Like a man says, Mama evansho putra loke putra bhutva sanatanaha, Mama evansho pati bhutva sanatanaha, Mama evansho pita bhutva sanatanaha. So a part of me has become the son. A part of me has become a husband. A part of me has become a father. With reference to the three conditionings, the father, the wife and the son. So these three are my amsha. Now are they real? And who is miserable? These non-existing entities, they are miserable. Vimudhana anupashanti. Very difficult to digest. See? So, mama evansho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. And this principle is eternal. Infinite cannot be added with, cannot be subtracted, cannot be multiplied, cannot be destroyed. All rules of mathematics fail when it comes to infinite. In mathematics, there is one parameter called as small I, this iPhone wala I. And that small I is used for doing calculations. And after the result is arrived at, the small I is deleted. It has no value. But it does help. Exactly the same way. Remaining as a son does help the father. Remaining as a husband does help the wife. Remaining as a father does help the son. But that doesn't mean the son, the husband and the father are real. One of the most important principles is, because something is experienced, because something is useful, that does not mean it is real. See? So, mama evansho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Then, after that, what happens? Manashashtani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. Then all the sense organs and the mind, six of them, they are naturally precipitated towards the matter. Kathopanishad, Paranchikhani Vitra Swayambhu Tasmat Paran Pashyati Nantaratman. By default, we are all extrovert. By default. Because as long as we are sitting in our sense organs, we have to be outward, the extrovert. See? There was one girl in some house and she was standing near the window again and again. So the vigilant officers in the house, the VRS oldie, immediately reported matter. Bahu, these days I am seeing our this Kanchan She is constantly standing near the window. What she is looking outside? Is there something going on? So inquiry was initiated. He said, no, I was standing near the window, but I was looking inside the house. How can you stand near the window and look inside the house? You are already inside the house. Exactly the same way. As long as we are seated in the windows of our personality, the sense organs, we are bound to be extrovert. So, manashashtani indriyani prakriti sthani gachati. And once we have become extrovert, then shariram yadava karma is done, then we are again and again born, and thereafter we are dying and we born, it continues. And thereafter Bhagavan says, Vimudhananu pashanti utkramandam stitam vapi. The jiva is living in the body, getting out of the body, again coming into another body. Vimudhananu pashanti. Means what? This story has a different meaning. And what is the different meaning? Find out who is a jiva, what is a jiva. And then we come to know jiva is, to make it very simple to understand, man is Brahman, husband is jiva. Now if you have to define a husband, how can you define a husband without reference to wife? Unless your title is husband. You know, Marathi people have got all these titles. Navre, Kolle, Kutre, Dukre, Dekne. Take any alphabets, put them in a random way. A Marathi surname is born. So, when we say the husband, means what? Man plus the limitations of the wife and expression of the infinite man through the limitations of the wife, which is a funny expressions. These three things put together is called as husband. The husband is an amalgam of these three principles. Now the next question comes. What happens to the husband when the wife divorces? Nothing happens. Because when he has no wife, he is no more a husband. So, as divorce does not kill the husband, so also the death of the wife does not kill the husband. This principle also I told you long time back. There is one girl, she came and spoke to me. And she says, Swamiji, we had some function in our family. I am staying with my mother. You know, I am divorcing. So there was a function and she told me, you go out during this function and come after 10 o'clock because this function is only meant for Saubhagyavati girls. You are a divorcee. He said, but that man is still alive. He is not dead. Don't argue. Go and ask your Swamiji what happens. So she came to me. Swamiji, after divorce, the girl is Vidva or Sadva. Now, what is the answer? So I told him, I told her, I have studied all the four Vedas. This question is not answered anywhere. Think. So as husband is Jiva, with reference to the man, similarly, Jiva is with reference to Paramatma. The more you become aware of this fact, that we are like in the dream, there is a dreamer. In the waking, there is a waker. Be very attentive. Waker never becomes the dreamer. Waker and the dreamer, they never go to sleep. If we imagine the waker has gone to sleep, that means he still existed. But he did not. If there is a dream, the waker is not the dreamer. But there is one factor which is playing the role of waker's role in the waking, dreamer's role in the dream, deep sleeper's role in the deep sleep, and yet beyond all of them. So, what is the waker? The absolute reality plus body identification, waker is born. The same absolute reality, identification with the modifications of the mind, a dreamer is born. The same reality, identification with the absence of the earlier two experiences, is the deep sleeper. So they come and go. Like we had thousands of dreams, thousands of dreamers. We never write autobiography of a dreamer. Exactly the same way, we have gone through thousands of waking experiences. But then we create a personality of waker. And this is how the samsara begins. To stop this, there is only one way. Remain in the utter present. Then the meaning of this. Vimudhananu Pashyanti Jnana Chakshusha. Then your eye of wisdom is open. That eye of wisdom is indicated in the picture that Lord Shiva has got the third eye. Third eye is not for a challenge to the frame makers. How to make the frame of Lord Shiva's chasma if he gets one. No. It is the eye of wisdom. Therefore, Punyam papam cha chinmatram jiva chinmatra vigraha. Chinmatra nasti sankalpa, chinmatra nasti vedanam, chinmatra nasti mantradi, chinmatra nasti devata. This pure conscious existence alone is the sankalpa. See, now these are so many beautiful things. If you reflect on it, then you get the real meaning about what exactly is meant. And this you will not get in books. You have to learn from your day-to-day experiences. See? Like one example I'll tell you. You must have seen big rivers. So when the rivers are flowing, there is one unidirectional flow of water, number one. And in that water, there are whirlpools. There, the movement of the water is centripetal. And when something is flowing along with the current of the water, it is going in one direction. And if something, maybe a stick or an animal or any person, happens to come in that whirlpool, he is pulled down and suffers and suffocates. Then after some time, again is thrown out. And again he starts flowing. If this is clear, exactly the same way, our life is beginning from the womb and ends in the tomb. One directional, unidirectional life. And in between, there are whirlpools of body identification. When we are identified with the body, we are pulled down as Mr. Waker. And then we suffer, become miserable, make others miserable, and then for no reason we are thrown out of it. Meaning what? We go to sleep. And again the life continues. And again another whirlpool comes. We get again re-identified with the body. Again we are pulled down. And this is how the life is a continuous process of manifestation and manifestation, manifestation and manifestation. Therefore, here, chinmatra nasti sankalpaha. So when the sankalpa happens, it is only the consciousness disturbed is called as sankalpa. See, sankalpa, we take another example to understand. Once you understand this, it will be difficult, it will be very easy to control the mind. You must have experienced this sometime. Sometime we are walking barefooted and a thorn goes in our foot. And that time we are not aware, we keep on walking. The thorn has gone inside already. But the body will start reacting to the foreign body which has entered the foot. After that reaction of the body, slowly, the tissue will be becoming very tender, it will become swollen, it will become red, it will become painful, and then our attention will go to that point. What happened? Let me check. And then there is an abscess or there is a swelling. Then what we do? We take another thorn, remove the first thorn, and toss away both the thorns. As a result, immediately the swollen part will not come down. It will take its own time. If this example is clear, in the same manner, in the pure consciousness, when the objectivity enters, be attentive, like the thorn was gross or foot was gross. The mind is subtle, so the object is also subtle. So how the objects enter the mind? Objects enter the mind like we enter the mirror. Our entry in the mirror in the form of a reflection is an entry without entrance. Exactly the same way. Objects don't enter the mind. Then the value given to the objects, that is the entry of the object in the mind. So whatever we have given value, that alone enters the mind. Now that object or that person is like a foreign body in the mind. Now that foreign body starts reacting with the mind. And the reaction is called as a thought. Until such time, we remove that foreign body. Now take an example. Early morning at 4 o'clock, I take a cup of tea. Now so many places I go, and most of the places people are Suryavamshi. I am the only abnormal. So they will wake up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So then I tell them, hey, do anything or not, keep the kettle and the tea and water near my bed, I will take in the morning. Some places they say yes, but they don't. No, we'll wake up and make for you. No, I can't go and disturb them. So I suffer silently. What is the suffering? The importance that I have given to a cup of tea in the morning at 4 o'clock, when that time comes, the mind starts the Maha Mantra, tea, 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 tea. Because their foreign body is now acting. And the moment that cup of tea is given, immediately their foreign body is removed. And then, aha. And what is my understanding? Happiness is coming from the cup of tea. No. Happiness is when your mind is at peace. This is how the world enters our mind, and that mind is thereafter called as a thought, and because of that thought we become miserable. So, thought is the mind is the Chetana is the consciousness. They are one and the same. Therefore, here, Chinmatras Nasti Sankalpa. Everything is only the pure conscious existence alone. So, consciousness covered with the Chetana, the mind, and the thoughts doesn't allow the experience of the consciousness as it is. Chinmatrat Nasti Vedanam. Similarly, all experiences are nothing but the pure conscious existence. Chinmatrat Nasti Mantradi. Now see, mantra sadhana. Everywhere we are told, keep on chanting Lord's name. What is the mantra sadhana? Initially, the upasakas do the mantra to please the God. Like we go to the ISKCON temple, there everybody is having a bag and a mala in there. And the surgeon is outside. Like, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now, for whom they are doing it? They are doing it for I, so that my daughter should get married, my son should get a job. So it is for the fulfillment of the desire, mantra is or upasana is done. One way. Second way, the upasana is done, I want to see the God. So we want to have exchange offer. If I chant so many times, will you show me yourself? Anashritaha karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha. See? Bhagwan is not the result of exchange of number of times you have chanted. Then what for the mantra has to be done? Be attentive. Mantra sadhana is meant for moving from the gross manifest to the subtle unmanifest. It is for that purpose mantra sadhana is done. So, first of all, we chant the Lord's name by Vaikhari Vani. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. In doing this, the purpose is disciplining the mind. No dissimilar thought should intercept when we are chanting the Lord's name. And when this training is given for a period of time, then the mind becomes strictly disciplined. And this disciplined mind thereafter can be asked to chant the same mantra without being heard by others is called as the Madhyama Vani. So from when the mantra becomes mature and the Vani becomes purified, then the mantra migrates from the Vaikhari Vani to the Madhyama Vani. When it comes to Madhyama Vani, we keep on chanting Lord's name when nothing is specially done or when we are not talking to others. करके देखो, it is not theoretical. When you are just sitting, traveling in a car or anywhere, the mantra will start chanting. And when the Lord's name is constantly chanted, then the world is automatically deleted. The net result will be our mind will start remaining quieter without any extra efforts. Then this mantra from the Madhyama Vani migrates further in the Pashyanti Vani, which is at the Manipur Chakra level. And in Pashyanti Vani is the ultimate that a seeker can reach of his own. All the great masters, they live in the Pashyanti Vani. In Pashyanti Vani, the state of the mind is the thought and the object indicated by the thought, they are not yet differentiated. And therefore, whatever sankalpa these great masters make, that happens. Because they are not separated from each other. Our condition is that whatever we think, it never happens. But you must thank God for that. This is the most dangerous thing. It should not happen, whatever we think. It is very dangerous. There was one man, he was going somewhere, extremely tired, it was so hot, and he saw some small tree and went and sat down and just thought, I wish I get a nice cold cup, a glass of water. How nice it will be, so hot. Suddenly from somewhere a glass of water came. He did not think about anything. Drank. One more, another came. readily available. Why not lunch? Lunch came. Whatever I was thinking, that was happening. And thereafter, now there should be a nice cot I can lie down. And the cot came, he lied down there. And when you are relaxed, then started thinking. Earlier he didn't think about it, how it is coming. Then he, oh God, how this is happening? I hope there is no ghost. Ghost came. See, if you observe what our mind thinks, even our enemies don't think. Suppose somebody told you that I am coming by 7 o'clock, okay? And you keep on waiting. 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9. That person doesn't come. Do you think the mind will keep quiet? Mind will start thinking, oh God, what happened? I hope any big 8-wheeler truck must not have gone over him and he must have been made into a complete thing, and how to recognize the police will be, are you cars start going. At that time the bell rings. Aage. Your mind has already killed and made a keema out of it. See, friends, and it is for this purpose we must train our mind not to think unnecessary. It is for this purpose the mantra sadhana is done, and as this mantra sadhana becomes mature and mature, ultimately after Pashyanti Vani, it is by God's grace alone we transcend that. And how do we transcend? We don't get involved in blessing or cursing anybody in this world. Because in the Pashyanti Vani, you get that power, that siddhi. Whatever you say, it happens. When we have got small little abilities, we want to show it to the world, is it not? If somebody is having a little bit of singing ability, so they will be sitting there, so they are expecting others should say, oh, you sing also? A little bit. And they tried with me. I never asked them. Because the moment you ask, again they will immediately bring out their harmonium and start. Small little thing, little bit of singing here and there, we want to exhibit. And if you have got that power, whatever you say, it happens. Do you think you'll keep quiet? Then curse or bless. They become the mobile shopping centers. Keep on shopping others. And you will see, with such great Siddha Mahatmas, people are afraid. They don't go there happily, cheerfully, don't do like that. Don't do. This happened in Vrindavan many years before. I only read in some Mahatmas write-up. There was one Mahatmaji and he was having hydrocele, like a football, and he was totally unaware of it. And one mother went with her son, did namaskar and all that, and that young boy started laughing. So that Mahatma casually said, "Pagal ho gaya kya?" And he became mad. And therefore you will see all these great Siddha Mahatmas are there. You should not play fool. They don't mean anything, but it happens. To transcend that is the real spiritual practice. The Bhagwan's Maya is not only acting on you and me, but it acts only on those masters. See? And therefore, such masters remain totally indifferent. Like, for example, if you take Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, he never claimed he knows anything. Although things were happening, but he has never either blessed anybody or cursed anybody. See, friends, this is how this Chinmatra mantra, Chinmatra nasti mantradi, chinmatra nasti devata. And this devata, the God, the ability is nothing but the same pure conscious existence. So hold on to this principle deeply and deeply. And slowly, slowly, everything will become secondary. Then we discover the thought free experience. Our present experience is with the thought, I am a man, I am a woman,